Okay, I'm gonna try this this week to actually use my vlogging camera because I'm hoping this will help cut down on editing time and just help me to be more consistent. I tried it before and long story short, I filmed like a whole vacation and I messed up a setting on here. In fact, let me make sure it's not in that setting right now. We should definitely still use the mic though. But no, bitch, I filmed a whole freaking vacation and got hella footage and turn around and there's a button you can press on the top of this thing that will cause it to record the video with no audio and in slow motion. So I couldn't, like, I could have did a whole voiceover thing, but I intentionally filmed it the way that I did so that I wasn't going to have to go back and do a ton of editing to do a voiceover type of thing, you know? And so when that happened, I was just like so unmotivated to even use the footage, not gonna lie. So, anyways, girl, I wanted to come on here because I just got back from my walk and I wanted to share with you what I be like, one of the things that I be doing on my walks, because I talk about how I be walking all the time and how it's so profound, but I can never remember like examples of really what to share, like what I be, how I be utilizing the walks, you know. But I never pre-pick anything. I always just go with the vibe at the moment, like whatever I feel like doing. If I feel like listening to music, if I feel like it just being silent, if I feel like dancing, if I feel like listening to just the jazz song over and over again, you know, like it's just whatever I feel like. Um, and today I was on the walk. It was started to sprinkle and then it started to rain, but I just kept going. I had on my jacket and it felt like the perfect temperature. The rain honestly felt nice. Like, yeah, so I was walking probably like an hour. And I decided today I wanted to do a mantra. Like, I was just in the mood. I had heard this spoken word by, let me actually say her name. I can pull it up right now. Also, sorry about the lighting. That is also one of the reasons I don't really be liking bright lights like that for real. But we doing it. And the light you're seeing right now, I love this one. It's a cute little mushroom lamp. um this right here. I heard her video on Instagram and it just inspired me. I just wanted to hear more of this type of beat. I found this beat on Instagram and I mean on YouTube, and not that it's the same, but I just wanted like a smooth beat to just like get in a like a trance. Like, you know, like you're just walking and, you know. And so I found this and this is what I did my mantra to. I want to show y'all the mantra, but I'm shy for real. I was saying, how did I say it? Always get what I want, and it's always an upgrade. I get what I want, and it's always an upgrade. I always get what I want, and it's always an upgrade. I always get what I want, and it's always an upgrade. It's always an upgrade. It's always an up, 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 up. I always get what I want. I'm so for real. I love to like get that type of stuff just like going in my head. Like I'm doing the dishes and it's just like popping in my head because I was saying it over and over again earlier. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I be saying, like, it's not, I don't be saying I like robo affirm because I'm not focused on trying to just say something over and over again. Like, if I just get in a vibe and I just so want to, then I do. But otherwise, like, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, girl, I just wanted to share that. Guess what was in my head when I first woke up this morning, which was not that long ago. um, that little tune that I made. It's always an upgrade. Like, it's been in my head since like last night, and it's like that's exactly what I wanted. I want that type of stuff in my head. I feel like it really be doing something. I don't feel like nothing goes to waste. That's one of the things. Sorry, girl. I'm also trying to get ready. That's also one of the things that I just posted about. This is not facing that way. That I just posted about. Is I'm like really realize that our efforts are never going to waste. We're never wasting time. Like when we're, adopting new ways of thinking and living, or even like continuing and maintaining the ways that we do think, like I don't feel like anything goes to waste. Our subconscious is always listening. It's just a matter of time. Time is how we navigate this place, this earth realm, whatever, like, so, like, I just be like, just give stuff time. I've seen it work for me on multiple occasions, so of course it's like easier for me to say that now, but it's everybody. That's how, it's the brain. It's not just my brain. It's the brain. Like, you say something enough, you hear it enough, like that's what these marketing companies and stuff be like intentionally taking advantage of. Like, they know if they show you something enough and you see it enough and you hear it enough and God forbid you say it enough, you're gonna buy it. Or something about like you gotta see an ad like 7 times or something, like get it in front of somebody like 7 times when they see it or whatever, and like that type of stuff. Like, there's a reason. Like, your brain softens to repetition, and the brain also loves repetition. That's like what I be talking about with the whole bilateral stimulation and stuff. That's why like I can walk for so long and blah 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 blah. I just wanted to say that this morning because I was just like, when I woke up and I was singing the tune in my head, I'm like, exactly. That's why like I love doing all the trance stuff and the hypnosis and all of it. I feel like nothing goes to waste, and it all compounds on each other. And if it's fun or empowering to you, do it. Like, not how people be like, oh, I got a robo affirm. Like, no, I just mean like, if something feels good for you to say and do, and it makes you feel better in your body, do it, girl. It's never wasteful. Hey, girl. I'm looking extra oily right now because I wanted to show you, since I'm doing the vlogging this way, I can like show you some of the things that I do. Oh, sorry, I thought that noise was, I thought it was finally stopping. Is I do facial cupping, and right now I would actually start where the microphone is, like here, and go out. But I like facial cupping instead of gua sha, and I feel like not as many people know about it, so I just wanted to share that I do it. And do your own research, of course. Like I said, normally you would not start like in the location that I'm starting right now, but I'm just showing you. And then I have a little one I'll put on my like smile lines, because I be smiling a lot and I be smiling big. And so even though, keep it a buck, I was actually just looking up about this the other day, because I've had this, there's so much background noise. I've had this and these since I was in like elementary school. But this background noise is actually getting annoying, so I'm gonna just stop. Girls might be looking like half the time, for real. But I'm gonna straighten up because I'm on camera. Okay, so I have a quick second. I just got back from the gym. We're coming up on the end of the week now. And now, because before I was trying to record before I went to Pilates, and there was just so much background noise. I don't know if the camera was picking it up, but anyways, girl, if she keeps, that was a good class. I've this recent that I started like checking those out, so I'm getting irritated by this piece right here. Whatever. Yeah. If she keeps doing class like that, girl, by the end of the summer. All right. Well, yeah. What I was going to talk about earlier briefly is just like I feel like I've entered another one of those liminal spaces where like I had a bunch of stuff going on, and then stuff gets real quiet, and then this one also, like I said, the little, the financial situation, that the monies that I was getting, I'm not getting anymore. And so there's this like very much I'm back in a position of what's in front of me is very unknown. So I've been just allowing myself to sit with that, and I've been going on walks a lot, especially since the weather has been cooler. I've been taking advantage of that, for real. But I feel like because I've been here so many times, like this position that I'm in right now of like insane uncertainty and unsure of like next moves and in need of money coming out of the sky. And stuff, like I'm in the in between again. I feel like because I've been here so many times, it feels kind of like I'm not gonna act like something can't like knock me off my, vibe that I've been cruising for however many months now. I'm still a person, but for some reason, it doesn't really feel like much right now. I feel kind of like, well, okay, I'ma just keep doing my thing, and I have good things happening with my business. I just got a partnership with this business. I have to respond to that email today. And I'm excited that they are going to partner with me because so one of the things that I do is when people come to my regulation station, I also put the weighted blanket on them and like around their neck. The one I have is a weighted shoulder wrap. This company's for weighted blankets and like lap blankets, so not huge, so they can feel deep pressure stimulation. And I love it, and the people love it too. It's really effective. And the stuff that I have on my table like that, I would prefer to have a business that I partner with and that I can have their branding showing and like someone that I actually support. So when people ask me like, where can I get one of these, or this, I really like this, like whatever, I can direct them to a brand that I actually want to direct them to instead of just directing them to Amazon. And the shoulder wrap that I got, I did look for the little small business tag. Something's better than nothing, but I would rather have a business that I direct them to that's small business, black owned, minority owned, woman owned, and the same with like when I bring them lunch and food or refreshments and stuff, like I want to try to be bringing them food from small local businesses or refreshments from a small local business instead of just Jamba Juice, because that's one of the things I provide with my services. So I am really excited about that, and that is a synchronicity, and I'm reminding myself to, everything is still going well just because it's not always like bam, bam, bam. Because I feel like there will be periods where I just get crazy insight or downloads, if you want to call them, like crazy insight. I'm active, I'm outside, I'm doing stuff, bam, 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 synchronicities, bam, 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 bam. And then there's a period of quiet, and I'm kind of, since I've seen that pattern, even though like technically I could be scared right now, like technically, but Instead of feeling like, well, stuff isn't happening, I'm kind of like, well, stuff doesn't always need to be happening like bam, 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 bam all the time. I'm actually kind of tired. Like these past days when I've been going on like midday walks, um, I have been just like cherishing that, and I'm okay with the break. I'm okay with moving slow through life, and sometimes stuff will get really slow, and it almost like challenges like how much you say you like it slow. But it's like, oh, I do have someone coming over. Oh, they just said they're not coming over, which is okay, ain't no problem. um but yeah, girl, I be getting tired. And I've been okay with giving myself that like moment of, hey, we just had a whole bunch going on and now there's not really much going on. And instead of feeling it in a negative sense of like, oh, there was just so much going on and now I feel like nothing's going on, I'm kind of like, it's okay, let me give myself this period of nothing going on so that I have the energy when we're gearing it back up again and like stuff is going on. It's kind of like, even when I'm doing stuff, like let's say I'm going outside for whatever, I'm going to a friend's, whatever, I'm just not in my house. I'm very much a every other day type of thing. Like I can't be driving somewhere every single day. Like that was a big thing, even just with having those regular jobs in the past when I was working in sales or when I was a freaking high school teacher or whatever. It's just like, it's less the job. I mean, it was the job, but it's less the job that be getting me a lot of the times, and it's the everyday being out of my house. And are my lips ashy? Being out of the house and driving, especially. Like, it's one thing if I have to be out of the house, which is already a lot on it to do that on a daily basis. It's another thing when I have to keep being out the house and I have to be driving and I have to be driving a distance. And if you add traffic on top of that, I don't know, that stuff be draining me. I feel like more than other people because people would just be doing it. Anyways, girl, I'm trying not to talk too much because I feel like since I'm doing this more often, I feel like these vlogs are about to get longer. But that's okay. And you know what? And if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Hey, girl. I went to Pilates today. I want to show you my little onesie. Let me turn on the light. It's a little short, I feel like, the way it be riding up sometimes, but very cutesy, very cutesy. I went to the mat Pilates class, so I'm getting a new schedule, girl. I'm trying to do a blend of the reformer Pilates and the mat Pilates, so I'm figuring that out. But I wanted to come on here and show you my place, because I feel like now that, okay, but where's some good lighting up in here for real? I feel like, since I can use my mobile camera now, I can show you like some of the details in my apartment because I'm really big on the details and aesthetics and stuff. And then I realized something about myself today, like half realized today because I half already do this. But because yesterday I was just kind of like, oh, I'm just around. Today's Saturday. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of just trying to figure out my next moves. I kind of just feel like I'm just around. I don't really know I just felt like I was just like existing, and I took yesterday as a rest day. And then I was like, oh yeah, I don't have anything on my to-do list. And if I don't put something on the to-do list or the calendar, it just doesn't happen. So even if it's fun. So I today was like, okay, I'm gonna sit and put stuff on the to-do list. And once I started putting stuff on that to-do list, it was like, oh, now I got stuff to do. Like now I'm doing stuff, but which is so funny to me because of how much my brain wants the to-do list to be empty. Like I've had to learn to be okay with stuff being on the to-do list and not like me immediately getting it done.
because I'm like, on one end, you have this almost obsessive desire to complete the to-do list. Like, you want it to be empty. You want nothing on the list. And then when nothing's on the list, it's nice for a minute. It's like, oh, finally, nothing's on the list. But then you're like lost, and then you have to put stuff on the to-do list. So I put stuff on the damn list, and trying to, next steps in my business and stuff, and I still feel confident. I feel like there's an old part of my brain that's expecting or waiting for me to feel a little more anxious or panicked about the current finance stuff. And I feel like, one, something I noticed, I don't really be having the energy to panic anymore. But two, we also still have money in the bank. I still have my savings account. So that could change given whatever. But three, I also spend no energy thinking about outcomes and things that I don't want. And I think that's also helpful. Like, if my brain starts to, I just redirect it. Like the same way you redirect a toddler or a baby. If you don't want them doing something, you just get their attention on something else, and then they'll gradually redirect. Like, I do that to myself, or I'll just spam a different thought. And you have to be okay with forgetting what you were just thinking about. Or I speak about myself, because my brain will notice that it's forgetting whatever it was already thinking about, and it'll try to hold on to that. Just, that's how it's set up. And so I intentionally have to no, I'm forgetting that, and that's okay. Because then my brain's like, wait, was that important? No, clearly it's not. I'm intentionally having you forget about it. But anyways, so yeah, girl, I'm getting stuff done. I went to the store because there was no food in this house. So I have a fresh fruit bowl. I'll show you that because I really like when the fruit bowl's filled and the salad bar is filled and everything just looks so fresh. So, okay, first I want to show you my poems. I'm already in the room. I made these last year and they mean a lot to me. This one's called Synchronicities, based off a real experience. And then I have this one about energy. Oh, and also this one's next to the butterfly. And then you can't see that because this is covering that now. I have a portable sauna. That's what this is. This is my in-home sauna that I got for Christmas. So I cover it with this African mud cloth because it's a little more aesthetic, but I go in there. But there's a picture here of the Monstera. There's a whole Monstera backstory. This is the Monstera inspired poem. And then this is my vision board from last year. I kept it up. I'll be honest, girl, a lot of this shit didn't come through. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna really keep it a buck. But I don't think I have such a different understanding of how all this works, manifestation, life, the universe. So technically it did come true, but girl, I ain't got no man. But yeah, I didn't go to Japan last year, so this is that. And I have the chakra things here, whatever. Oh, and I have little art lights. I have these, I think they just are so cutesy. I have them around my other stuff too, like those pictures. And then I also have them over my affirmations board. So this one is specifically, I used to say these affirmations every single morning. Now I don't say them every single morning, but I'll say them when I feel like it. I feel like I got a lot of that memorized for real. But yeah. This is my art wall. If you happen to randomly be on my pole dancing account, because this is my pole, you'll see this camera angle a lot. So you may have seen my art wall, but I don't think a lot of people are here for my pole dancing. So I either made all of these, they're inspired or they're originals. So obviously the SZA one and that line one, I did those, but they're paint by numbers. You know what I mean? These are originals. This one I think is softly inspired. This is an original. Those are inspired by Pinterest. That one's also softly inspired. Original and original. Those are pictures and photos and stuff. But yeah, and then I have this here. This wall still kind of needs some work, but I like this. But I do think that this wall still needs some work. And my favorite part of the home, my plants, they're doing so well. This side, and we just added flowers, and I love, Venus was my everything. That was my baby. And I still have a book of her too. I made a a book of her life, and you can see like from when she was a puppy when we first got her and stuff. So cute. But anyways, I also added flowers over here, and I just added lavender, like dried lavender today. The plant section really is my favorite, and this side has really, I made that lamp. That was for my birthday with my mom, and we went to this lamp making thing, and it was so cool. The fresh fruit bowl is everything, and I just added this vase today with the eucalyptus and the lavender. The eucalyptus is gonna dry, but I'm hoping it'll still look aesthetic and not be too messy. So we will see if that sticks around. And then fresh fruit bowl. I'm testing out putting the tomatoes there. I really like to keep the tomatoes in the fridge with my salad bar. I want to show you the salad bar because this is how I got myself to eat more veggies. I just have like the stuff in a drawer, and then I have tongs, and I also have the like kale and arugula in the drawers. And so then I can just take the tongs and build a salad instead of, let me close this door, instead of having everything individual. I basically make the things that are most likely to get skipped the easiest to access. So broccoli, carrots, cabbage, like basically the roots and the cruciferous vegetables. Those guys I try to make super accessible, because I'm never gonna forget to put the chickpeas on there, or like if you have meat or cheese or meat cheese substitutes, I have substitutes. I'm never gonna forget to put that on there, but I might be like, not broccoli. So I've been trying to make, I shouldn't say I've been trying, I've actually been doing this for a long time. I make this stuff really accessible. Ooh, I should show you my refrigerator magnets. These are all places that I've been. Mind you, I used to be a flight attendant, so a lot of the Midwest ones were from there. Like this was from when I was flight attending. Maybe a lot of these are not from there. I mean, I went there before then though. I don't know. Some of these are, where's the flight attending? I feel like Washington, I think, is because of flight attending. But a lot of these, I guess, are technically vacations and time with family and friends and stuff. But yeah, I guess this is also from flight attending because this is where the training was. Anyways, girl, yeah. Also, vlogs are gonna go up on Tuesdays now. I think I'm gonna try that and give myself the whole full weekend to edit. And I'm also thinking editing will take less time anyway because I'm doing it this way. And yeah, girl, I already know this vlog is about to be long, but that's okay because it's the first one of this style. We gonna get into a rhythm. We gonna figure it out. So, all right, girl. Yeah, I definitely have one more thing I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you my bathroom because I think it's so cutesy, and I just added the lavender stuff there. Those are real plants. This is real, but it's gonna dry, obviously. These are both dried, like were real and dried. I love having stuff aesthetic. I also got this new filtered shower head, and it's pink, and I love that. This is decoration too. I don't even be using none of that for real. I'm trying out this new bar soap, but I don't really like it like that, but we figured it out. But yeah, I really like to make my home aesthetic, and like when I get out the shower, I have my shower like towel, and this goes over my head for when I wash my hair, and then it's like a robe that I put on, and I put on my little slippers. And you know, I'm all about making my life feel luxurious as it is now. Like the decorations and everything is like, I like to feel like I am currently in my dream home. And I also really like stuff to be cozy. I really like stuff to be cozy and comfortable and clean and organized. It like directly correlates to my mental health and how I'm doing. I really like a clean, organized space. I guess I could have showed you the whole thing up there, but yeah, so it just makes me feel good, and I like to be home. Like I really like my home. So yeah. Last thing, really quick, I haven't started the micro needling because I mentioned that in like a vlog or two ago. I think I'm gonna do it on Monday. I'm trying to do it on a day where I'm not going to be in the sun a bunch the next day, but I be like, I don't know. try to figure it out. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do it Monday, and I'll update when I do, which means the vlog. It'll either be in this vlog or the next vlog. But hey girl, oh sorry, the focus. Hey girl, so I'm going to start my microneedling today. I'm not leaving the house tomorrow, and so yeah, I want to start it today. Normally, because it is still daylight outside, normally I would actually want to do this completely at night, but I knew I wanted to record, and I thought it would be better to do it during the daylight, but now I'm looking like this light is probably, this would have been enough anyways, but I'm already here. So I'm just doing a test patch, and I'm using, hold on, I'm using this BioNeedle stamp. I have it in soaking in 70% rubbing alcohol, and they say 70% is actually better than 90% and such. I don't remember the exact reason. I think maybe 90 evaporated too fast or something like that, but you can fact check that. But I have it soaking in the lid, and it's ready to go. I just got out the shower, but I'm going to wash my face again because I touched it a little bit, and I touching the camera and the microphone now, but I'm gonna try to save this video and like document this separately from the vlogs. We'll see, but I do want to have some type of consolidated video for people. But today is Sunday, April 5th, if I'm correct. So this is gonna be my first day. I'll show you. I'm gonna do this spot right here where I just got. Is it showing? I think it is. I'm just gonna do a test patch back here, and you see this like dark mark right here that I've had recently appeared because of when I had all that inflammation in my body and stuff. So this is really what I want to correct with this microneedling, is the damage from when I started using those products and I quit birth control, and it was just a whole thing. So yeah, this is my focus, to get my skin looking back like it was. I always say I'm getting my skin back, and I've got my skin back in the sense that it's not breaking out and stuff anymore. So now I'm gonna get it back to looking as like flawless as it was. I dealt with I don't know how long you've been watching my stuff. I quit birth control like 2 years ago, and I damaged my skin with some products from a minor, like now I see it was minor. At the time I didn't see minor, but now I said it was minor, like hormonal acne stuff. And the products made it so much worse. Prior to that, I never had any issues with acne in my life. Even prior to birth control, I didn't start birth control for acne at all. My skin looked fine. So yeah, I went through that whole journey, manifested, and just got my skin back to how it is right now. But now I want to really correct some of this like aftermath damage that it's like, it's a little hyperpigmentation. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I think it does. I think it is, because this camera usually violates me. So so yeah, girl, I'm gonna do a little test patch right here, and then I'll show you. Okay. Oh, is the mic actually on? Oh, the mic is on. So that was really anticlimactic, which I did expect. I did. Can you see me? I did just in this patch here. I did just in that patch there. I've learned my lesson when it comes to trying new stuff on my skin, and I'm okay with taking my time and doing things slowly. I started with 0.25, and I was struggling to get it to dry, so I spent so much more time worrying about it being properly dry and everything just being freshly clean. Hands clean, tools clean, face clean, skin clean. I really don't want any of that. I am glad I did a patch so I can see how it feels after. I do feel something, something like, I feel like, I don't know how to describe it, but I want to say heat, but it's not even like heat for real. But long story short, it went well.
I'm gonna let this chill for a week, and then next week I will probably do my next session. And if there's no negative reactions or hyperpigmentation from this, then I'm gonna do my cheeks. I don't ever plan to do my forehead unless like I get older and I start feeling the need to, I guess. But I really have never put anything on my forehead but like moisturizer. My forehead's nice to me. I'm nice to it. So, yeah, girl. That's pretty much it. And then I think that's going to be it for video diaries. I keep calling these video diaries. So that's what I use this camera for. But I think that's going to be it for vlogs for this week. We're starting a new week tomorrow. So this should be going up on Tuesday. I think I said that before. I want to start putting vlogs up on Tuesday. Gives me a little grace period by having Monday in there. And then, yeah. I can tell this one, like I said, it probably is really long. So moving forward, I'm gonna find a way to chop these or make them shorter. So I will see you next week, girl, or this week.